Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Almost over the cold, but not quite. At least I can still smell and taste. So the beer I'm doing tonight has been sitting in the fridge for months. I actually had this beer way back in March of 2012. I got in a beer trade, I think with Ryan, Stumpy Joe Jr., San Diego Beer Vlog, whatever. And I haven't had it since then. What am I talking about? Good old Deschutes Black Butte Porter out of Bend, Oregon. Doesn't really say much about it on the can. Just say, notes of rich chocolate and coffee, luscious creaminess, 5.5 ABV. Freshest within 7 months. Well, this thing is just about 6 months old when I'm shooting this. So, before we get into the pour, I just wanted to show the website. So they actually do have the malts and hops on here. It's interesting. They throw a little bit of wheat in there. And 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷. That's interesting. It's like Cascade's American, 𝓑𝓻𝓮's I think a noble hop. Interesting. Anyway, poured it into the glass or goblet or whatever. It's kind of a magenta coming out of the can, but obviously it does look black in the glass there. I assure you it is not. It is just a deep brown mahogany with a little bit of ruby highlights. Pretty big. Kind of, I don't know, beige, tan, khaki foam. Let's give this thing a smell. Wow. Well, I mean, even though it's kind of an old can, it's actually still quite hoppy. I get a lot of piney hops on this one. I get a lot of chocolatey notes on here as well. Roasted malt. It doesn't smell like a Guinness, though. It's funny, because it actually, oddly enough, it kind of smells a little bit like a black IPA, because it's like so hoppy. I wonder what the it's 30 IBUs. So I mean, it's not like super bitter, at least technically, but let's see what we're in for here after 13 years. Cheers. Yeah, it actually yeah, I was saying on the nose I was like kind of reminds me of a black IPA. I don't think I would go as far as to say that on the actual flavor. I will say it's a little bit thinner and a little less robust than I was expecting. Because we just did porter for Tuesday Night Beer School a few weeks ago, so I still have those specs pretty fresh in my mind. And usually these are. I mean, 5.5 is not like a super strong beer, but I just remember like having like a little bit more viscosity and like a little bit more just potency. Yeah, so I mean, for a 6-month-old can, the hops are really hanging out well here. Maybe it's been refrigerated most of that time. So yeah, I do get. I mean, Cascade, obviously piney hops on here, quite piney. It has like a little bit. I mean, I will say it's like lightly sweet. A lot of porters will tend to have like a sort of like Coca-Cola kind of flavor to them, and I do get that on here. Not that it's like super sweet or anything like that. Well, not it's not sugar or anything. It's just like it has a you know sweet sweet dark beer flavor to it. Yeah. So I mean, piney hops. I'm trying to find those 𝓑𝓮𝓻𝓮s. That's usually like more peppery or spicy. I don't really pick up those really that much. In the background and on the finish, I do get a little bit of a chocolate, a little bit of like I'd probably call it like more toasty than roasty. That's my fault for sitting on this for so long. The porter, and like I think this, we should have used this for the Tuesday Night Beer School because I think this is a good example of the porter because it is not like super roasty and not even like super thick the way a stout is. Because like the Founders and the Smutty Nose, were like both super hoppy, and this one is like a little bit more restrained. I love those piney hops. Piney hops and dark beer go so well together. I really miss the black IPA style. I wish people would bring it back. I think there's like one local brewery that makes one. I don't even know if they do it all the time. Yeah, so this is a nice balance between piney hops, like enough bitterness, not really picking up on any peppery or spicy notes or anything like that. Maybe like kind of in the aftertaste a little. Yeah, definitely a chocolatey note to it. I would not call it coffee. A lot of these tend to have like a cold brew coffee kind of thing. Not really getting that on here. Mouthfeel is a little On the thinner side, but I think it's acceptable. This is like, I'd probably call this medium body at least. Maybe slightly over medium. Carbonation probably about the same. Maybe slightly over moderate. Actually, I might even say moderately low. It is really smooth though. 5.5 ABV. Obviously, you're not going to get alcohol on such a low ABV, but you know, I can tell that it's, you know, certainly not like a session beer. But yeah, this is pretty versatile because like you could have this like as a dessert or like with dinner, you know. I believe there's actually a 0 ABV or 0.05 or whatever it is. And there's a non-alcoholic version of this, and I would love to try that. But I think this is the only Deschutes beer that we get in the Orlando area. Yeah, I do like that chocolate aftertaste though. I think it would be better if it was fresher. Sorry I sat on this for so long. But yeah, I mean, I still like it. I gave this an 8 back in 2012, and that's what I'm going to give it now. So yeah, solid 8 out of 10 for Deschutes Black Butte Porter. I think if it's fresh, it's probably 8.5 or higher. But drinking this right now, I'm really impressed with the hops and just, like, it's not oxidized or anything. But yeah, so anyway, I'm rambling. If you watched all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.